Yo, real talk. What's up with these wigs? Looking like there was a clearance at the $2 wig shop or something. But for real, stop paying attention to them clowns. There's a reason they can't get no views. Our people, we strong. We see through the nonsense, and we ain't falling for the lies. Okay, let's get started with the real topic of the show. Yo, family, I need all y'all to listen up real close, because what I'm about to drop is going to open some eyes. This ain't no regular convo. This is some straight up truth that's been flying under the radar. But I see it, and y'all need to see it too. First off, let me remind y'all about Trump. Love him or hate him, the man dropped some truth bombs. He pulled back the curtain, and a lot of people still acting like they don't see it. But let's talk about what just went down in Ohio. Body cam footage, fam. A sister out there caught eating a cat. Y'all hear me? And this ain't no joke. This is real. And you can pull up the footage yourself. Now, before y'all start acting like that's some random mess, I gotta tell you, I still got family out in Ohio, and what they've been telling me, oh, it's deeper than that. These neighborhoods, they've been invaded by Haitians. Yeah, I said it. Haitians moving in like it's nothing. Now, hold up, because y'all might be wondering, how did this all happen? Let me take y'all back to 2010. Y'all remember that earthquake in Haiti? Yeah, that big one. 7.0 magnitude. It shook the ground, but let me tell you something, fam. It did more than that. It displaced over 1 million people, left over 220,000 dead, and devastated the whole country. And right after that, here comes Obama and Biden. What they do? They opened the doors and flew in thousands of Haitians into this country. But wait a second, before you start feeling all warm and fuzzy, ask yourself why. Under that Obama administration, with Biden right there next to him, they granted temporary protected status, TPS, to around 58,000 Haitians. Now, don't let the word temporary fool you, because we all know how that game goes. It ain't temporary. They started settling in, spreading out across different states. And guess what? Ohio is one of those states that felt it hard. Ohio ain't the only place, though. Look at Miami, New York, California. They out here telling you it's all about humanitarian aid. But there's something deeper going on. You got to start asking, who's benefiting from all these moves? And let's be real. Obama and Biden weren't just trying to be heroes to Haiti. Nah, they were shifting populations, moving people into strategic areas for political and financial control. And don't think it stopped there. This thing is still ongoing, family. Now, Kamala Harris, she's in the seat as VP, right? What'd she say during her debates and speeches? All this talk about immigration reform, unity, building back better. But listen, she ain't telling you everything. You got to fact check her words. Kamala and Biden's administration continued policies that allowed more Haitians to come in, and not just under the radar, they flew them in. Even after Biden took office in 2021, they started flying in more Haitians from detention centers at the U.S. border, straight into the interior of the country, and y'all ain't even been watching it happen. Hundreds, even thousands of them brought into states across America. You got to ask yourself why, family. Why are they bringing in all these people and putting them in specific communities? Is it really about helping them out, or is it about power? About changing the makeup of neighborhoods and cities? You already know the answer if you're paying attention. Now let me school y'all on some tech while we're at it, because they got something slick that a lot of people ain't even caught on to. Ever heard of that Nova H1? Let me put you on game. It's this next level smart tech, a little earpiece that looks like just some regular Bluetooth. You can listen to music, take calls, but here's where it gets crazy. You can also get info dropped right in your ear, and nobody even knows it. You walking around having a regular conversation, but boom, intel straight into your head. Now tell me that don't sound like something the powers that be could use to their advantage? Y'all think they just using that to play music and answer calls? Nah, fam. They got tech like this that can control the flow of information, feeding you what they want, and they keeping you blind to the real moves. Think about it. What else could they be doing with these devices? You got to stay woke out here, because it's deeper than it looks. Now, here's the big takeaway. Obama, Biden, and now Kamala Harris. They've been moving people into this country, flying in Haitians under the radar, placing them strategically, and you didn't even know. Look at Ohio. Look at other communities. It's all connected, y'all. And while they telling you one thing, they doing another behind your back. Wake up, family. They don't want you to see the bigger picture, but I'm here to tell you it's time to pay attention. Follow the money, follow the policies, and look at where the real power is moving. The people who you think are in control, they're just pieces on the board. The real game is happening behind closed doors, and if you ain't woke to it, you're just another pawn. Family, I ain't done yet. Now that we've exposed what's really going on behind these closed doors with Biden, Kamala, and the way they've been shuffling folks into this country, we got to get down to the real question that's staring us all in the face. Who's really going to save our freedom? I'm talking about your freedom, my freedom, the freedom for our kids and future generations. The answer, Trump. Now, before y'all start rolling your eyes or turning your back, hear me out, because this is deeper than just personalities. It's about survival. When you look at Trump, and I'm saying look closely, what do you see? You see a man who, whether you like his style or not, ain't afraid to call out the bull. He ain't afraid to say what's really going on, even if it ruffles some feathers. And let me tell you something, those feathers need ruffling. Let's break it down. Look at the data. Trump, under his administration, built the economy up like nobody's business, record low unemployment for Black Americans, for Hispanic Americans. That's not just talk, that's data. Under Trump, we saw wages go up, jobs come back to this country, and he put a stop to a lot of the nonsense that was happening under previous administrations. He kept it real, and he was all about America first, which means you and me first, not Haitians, not people from other countries flooding in and draining the system. Us first. Now, compare that to Kamala Harris. What's she about? She talks unity, she talks progress, but what have we really seen? Under this administration with Biden, where Kamala's right there in the seat of power, what have they done? Opened borders, flooded the country with people, and put your communities at risk. They telling you it's about being humane, but look closer. It's about control. They want a permanent underclass, folks who will rely on the government, folks who don't understand what true freedom is, so they can control every part of your life. You ain't free when you're dependent on the system, fam. Trump, on the other hand, he believes in freedom. Freedom to make your own money, freedom to defend yourself. Y'all remember the Second Amendment rights, right? Trump fought to protect that while Kamala and Biden are trying to take it away. They want you disarmed, powerless, and reliant on them for everything. They want to strip your freedom in the name of so-called safety. But what they really mean is control. Trump was out there saying, "Now we ain't going to let that happen." He built that wall and people laughed at him. But you know what? That wall was about protecting us, making sure America's borders are secure. And now look, after Biden and Kamala started tearing that down, we've got chaos at the southern border, folks just walking into this country without any vetting. That ain't safe for you, that ain't safe for me, and that's certainly not America first. Kamala Harris, she's been all talk, fam. She goes on TV, she smiles, she says all the right things. But when you look at the actions, what's really going down? Nothing for us and everything for them. They're pushing this globalist agenda where America comes second. Look at the policies. She and Biden have been soft on China, soft on crime, soft on immigration. What does that mean for us? We get left behind while they profit from the chaos they're creating. Let me be real with y'all. Trump fights back. He fights for your freedom, your rights, your livelihood. They say he's a divider. But what he's really done is divide the truth from the lies, the strong from the weak, and the patriots from the ones who want to see this country fall. And don't forget, when Trump was in office, we were respected on the global stage. No one was messing with us. They knew if they crossed the line, Trump wasn't afraid to hit back. Can you say the same for Biden and Kamala? Nah. Under them, America's been looking weak, begging for favors from countries that don't even like us. Now let's talk freedom of speech. Under Trump, we saw him challenge the mainstream media, the ones who've been lying to us for years. He wasn't afraid to call them fake news and expose the narrative they've been pushing. Kamala and Biden, they want to silence voices, make it so you can't even speak out without getting canceled or censored. You think that's freedom? You think that's what this country was built on? Hell no. Listen up, family. This is the difference. Trump stands for freedom, for America, for the right to live your life without the government running it. Kamala Harris, Biden, and the people behind them, they stand for control, for dependency, for turning you into a number in their system. They ain't about empowering you. They're about owning you. You got to wake up and see the game for what it is. The stakes are high, and this is bigger than politics. This is about the future of this country. Who do you want in the driver's seat? Somebody who's going to fight for your freedom, your ability to thrive, and keep this country strong, or someone who's going to keep selling us out, letting people pour in and take what's rightfully yours? That's why when you step into that voting booth, you got to vote for Trump. He ain't perfect, but let's be real. Who is? What matters is he's willing to fight for us, to protect what we've built, and to make sure America stays free. Kamala and Biden, they're taking us down a path where our freedom ain't guaranteed, where you ain't going to have a say in your own life, and where this country as we know it might not even exist for the next generation. Wake up! This ain't just an election, it's a fight for our freedom. Trump's the only one who's proven he's got the guts to stand up to the globalists, to the elites, and to protect you. That's why I'm saying, vote Trump, save your freedom, save your rights, and save this country. Stay sharp, stay woke, and don't let them pull the wool over your eyes. Power to the people. Stay woke.